Welcome back to Wonderland on Points, presented by Yahoo Travel. It's time for a midweek mini. We love doing a news roundup for you guys in the middle of every week, just so everybody can stay up to date. What's going on in the world of points and miles? There's so much. It's easy to miss things. So we try to, pick a couple of the news stories over the past week or so and highlight those for you guys. So we're going to get right on into it. Joanna, you have some AA news.
Yeah. So, guys, I just want to point out that we record these about a week in advance. So sometimes you're getting the news and you're probably like, wait, but these other things happened. Why aren't you mentioning this? And that is because we're a little bit ahead. So I'm sorry if sometimes it seems like we're not right on top of it. We do ultimately one day, when this is our full-time jobs, want to be able to get stuff out for you within 24 hours. That would be great, but that's just not where we are in life yet. So American Airlines has done something really interesting, and they did it very quietly. This doesn't maybe affect a lot of us who plan in advance more often, but they have quietly blocked partner airlines from booking nonstop domestic Saver Award flights within 6 days of departure. So previously, let's say someone died and you had a funeral that you needed to get to that was in 3 days. And you knew there was an American Airlines route. Let's say I was coming to your neck of the woods, Mary Ellen, St. Louis to Baltimore. Mm-hmm. I know that there is always a 4,000 point flight on American Airlines via Alaska. But if it was within 6 days, I would no longer be able to book on a partner. They have quietly shut that down. So all the One World partners, Alaska, British Airways, Qantas, Japan Airlines, Finnair, anywhere that you may have booked an American flight besides directly with America is now blocked within 6 days of flying. So not necessarily hugely affecting most people, but it is strange and interesting. And they did it so quietly that I don't know if they were expecting the internet world to blow up the way that it has with people talking about this.
Well, anytime you take away a partner award booking, that possibility, that's a big deal, right? Because we rely on these partnerships, these alliances, and when there's less availability for booking partners, that's definitely a big loss for us. Similar, on that same note, one of the news stories I wanted to bring up was when you are booking those AA flights through Alaska or any partner award flights on Alaska, right now they already have, I want to say the fee had already gone up a year or two ago, but the fee's about $12.50 right now, $12.50 per ticket for those partner bookings. That is going up to $20. And when you book, like say I book for my whole family, a family of five times 20, that's $100 in fees now, which starts adding up. I mean, it's still a good deal when you can get those short haul domestic AA flights on Alaska for $4,500 like you were mentioning. It is still a good deal, but those fees really add up. So I'm very bummed to see that's actually a large percentage. If you're jumping from $12.50 all the way up to $20 per ticket, like that's a very big increase. And the one way, of course, to get around this is if you have, it's a big reason to have one of the Atmos, the Summit card. You don't have to pay fees on the partner bookings. I don't have an Atmos Summit card yet. It certainly gives me thought, gives me reason. That was one of the big reasons I considered it when it first came out, that card. And I decided it wasn't the right time. Eventually, I will get it, I'm sure, eventually. And my Atmos miles, I'm depleting them rapidly. Yeah, yours are drained. So I will need more. So I was actually looking at those cards recently, but that's definitely a big point in favor of getting the card, which who knows, maybe that is one of the things they thought about, right? They want more people to get their card. Now there's even more value in that perk, that benefit of the card. So really bummed to see that. Should be, I believe it's July 1st that goes into effect. So if you have any last minute bookings that you can do, that you're going to book through Alaska on American Metal, then go ahead and do that now because the fees are going up.
Sneaky, sneaky. I also will be getting that card at some point, but for now, it's my Bilt points that are my Alaska miles, and I do love that ability to transfer. That is one thing, you guys, that sets them so far above everybody else, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. Their transport partners are just, they're phenomenal. It is what it is. I still don't love Built. Like, I just have this like invisible grudge against them or something. I don't know. I really want to not like them
Yep.
because of the whole rollout with their cards and just hiccups they've had and whatnot. I don't know what it is, but I definitely can acknowledge that they have the best transfer partners in the business. And the Palladium card is really a fantastic card if everything's working properly. It's a really phenomenal card. And speaking of that, you have one now. So how is that going? Because you actually are paying your rent now and earning the points with Bilt and all that. So have you had a smooth, like, because we've heard horror stories from other people,
Yeah.
but now you're actually in it and doing it. So what has your experience been so far?
Yeah. I was also so hesitant about this. I was so mad at the whole application process and how long that all took, and
Oh yeah, that was a mess for
it
you.
was such a mess. And then within my first couple of days of using it, I used it for a big transaction, and I guess it flagged me as fraud, except I didn't get a text, I didn't get an email, I didn't get a phone call. It just started declining everywhere I was trying to use it. And I called and I emailed and I called and I emailed, and I was told it was escalated and all of this stuff. And they were like, oh, we don't know when this is going to be resolved. We can't tell what's going on. Everything looks okay on our end. You didn't get a fraud text? No, I didn't get a fraud text. That really annoyed me. And I just tried the card again like 5 days after this had started, and it just randomly started working, and with zero communication from them. Like, it started working before anyone even told me everything was fine. That annoyed me.
Okay, guys, we're taking a quick pause to tell you about one of our favorite things on the planet. If you have been following this podcast for long, you know that we are kind of obsessed with our comfort clothing. It started with one of the travel essentials hoodies. It morphed into the airplane mode, the blankets, the pajamas, and now both Joanna and I think we have just about one of everything comfort makes. At least that's our goal.
It's a little unhinged. I mean, my daughter, the things that she wears on a weekly basis are almost entirely comfort. I mean, if they start making like regular everyday fitted t-shirts, that's it. That's all we're missing. And guys, I did just place an order for the brand new VIP airplane mode hoodie with the silk lining. Okay, first of all, my girls with thick curly hair know that a silk lining is literally everything when it comes to hair protection. So I'm very, very excited to try it. Also, I don't know if anyone peeped this, but they have athletic wear now, including yoga pants, which are all sold out in my size and the color I wanted. But you better believe I will be getting some and letting you know how we like them.
Yeah, if you guys have been paying attention, comfort items sell out quickly. So be sure to use the link in our show notes that gives us a small commission. Check out what they have and keep checking back because things do come in stock, back in stock. They do restocks. They have new items coming out all the time. So be checking regularly, and we so appreciate you choosing to shop through our link.
Our link also gives you 15% off of everything you buy, even sale prices. So head over there, get some stuff for yourself, get some stuff for your loved ones. You absolutely will not regret it. And now back to the episode. But here's the thing, is that even with all of that, I'm kind of obsessed with it. I actually really like it. It is now my go-to card for every single thing that I don't have like a huge multiplier on, because I used some of my Bilt cash. So the Palladium card comes with, I think it's $500 in Bilt cash when you first get it. It's like part of the sign-up bonus.
Yeah.
And you spend that Bilt cash to get points on your rent. So it's like, $40 or something is what I have to pay to get points on my rent. And then you can also choose to spend your Bilt cash on other things. I chose to spend, I don't remember the exact number, maybe $200 in Bilt cash in order to get 3 times the points on everything for my next $5,000 in spend. And that's really good. That adds up so fast, and it makes me want to use this card on literally everything. They also have all kinds of bonus offers on the card. So right now, for the next 2 days, you get 5x Bilt points on select food delivery apps. And they have these rotating all the time. And
Yeah, that's cool.
the rent day transfer bonuses are like, if I had needed to go to Portugal or somewhere on tap, Air Portugal, I would have gotten a 75% transfer bonus with my gold status, which comes with the Palladium card as well. And that's wild. And they do a great, amazing rent day transfer bonus to one of their incredible partners every single month. Not to mention just the basic rewards that come on the card are so good. Like, I'm earning Bilt cash so quickly with my spend on top of the points that I'm earning that I'm not worried about. I feel like I can continuously check that box essentially to be getting the 3x multiplier like forever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm actually so obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with the fact that my Rakuten transfer is still going to be 1-to-1. And to keep that, all I have to do is spend $10,000 this year, and that will at least keep me at silver, which is the minimum status you have to keep that transfer open. So even if I choose to downgrade to the Obsidian card, as long as I've spent $10,000 this year on this card, then I will continue to be able to have that transfer. And you have to spend $4 for the sign-up bonus anyways. So it's not a stretch to spend $6,000 more over the course of a year at all.
Yeah. Yeah. How did it go with paying your rent? Did everything arrive on time? Because there have been horror stories of people's mortgage check didn't arrive on time. And
so I sent my check in the middle of the month, and I didn't quite realize how it worked. Initially, I didn't realize that like they generate the check and then they instantly the next day pull from your bank account to pay off what they put on the card. And that I didn't read closely. I didn't realize that was happening. So paying my rent in the middle of the month shocked me a little bit. My bank account was like, what's happening? We were fine.
We don't have the money for that.
It was not the usual structure of things, but I didn't want to chance the mail getting messed up because I rent from like an individual and not a company. I had to generate a check to be sent to him. And, I did it on a Thursday before a holiday weekend. So Monday was a holiday. So it took till like the following Wednesday to show up, and I was starting to panic because the money's already gone from my bank account. Now you can cancel it. You can cancel the check if for some reason it gets lost. But I was panicking, but then I realized the holiday probably had something to do with that. So it did show up. Everything was good. I think starting going forward, I'm probably going to make sure to give myself, my rent has to be paid by the 5th, so I'll probably pay 26th or 27th just to give myself a full week for the check to show up so it's not late. But I got my points. It worked smoothly. I am kind of sold on this card, guys, and I've been able to use a ton of the benefits the hotel card. This is not an episode about the Bilt card, but it feels like it kind of has turned into one. I do have a referral now, apparently, so I'll drop that in the show notes if my horror stories haven't scared you off. The good outweighs the bad for me. Even though their customer services, they really need to do something about that.
Yeah, there's quite a few things they really need to do something about. There's such a great concept and idea here, but there's still a whole lot of hiccups. So anyway, all right, well, that's a good update on that. I want to take a second to remind everybody we are right at the end of June, getting there. It's creeping up on us. And there are a whole lot of credit cards that have half year, January to June, credits for various things, right? So on my radar just today, I was looking at StubHub. I don't have anything that I want to buy tickets for necessarily, but it's $150, that credit that just poof, goes away at the end of June. So I'm like, I got to come up with something, whether it's a concert, whether it's the theater, a sporting event. I'm going to buy tickets for something. I don't even know if I'll end up going to the event, but I'm going to buy some tickets for something because I'm not going to go over my limit since I'm not sold on whatever it is. And I'm going to shop through a shopping portal.
Yes.
Rove or Capital One. I'm getting into Rove miles a little bit, guys. We haven't talked about Rove miles. We actually are going to do a whole special episode pretty
Hmm.
soon to give you guys the full rundown on Rove miles, while they're so valuable. I think not kind of like Bilt, but there have been programs that have come up in the world of points and miles that then suddenly disappeared one day because they weren't built for, the longevity of things. And I think with
Yep.
Rove, we kind of were watching and waiting, not really sure. Should we trust this platform, trust putting effort into it if it's going to, magically go away at some point? But at this point, we can't deny that at least as long as they're here, hopefully they are here for the good, and they're very valuable, very valuable. So we're going to get into that, and we are going to bring you guys a whole episode about Rove. But I'm looking at the moment, today, the best option for me is probably to buy some tickets on StubHub through the Rove shopping portal. And that'll be huge because also with StubHub, you can pay with pays. So I can
Yes.
earn a big multiplier through Rove miles. I can earn a big multiplier actually on the Chase statement, paying through pays. So don't forget about that StubHub credit. Don't forget about your dining credits.
Yep.
Lululemon, which is interesting. Amex, that credit's going away. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Saks Fifth Avenue, the Saks Fifth Avenue credit. Sorry to scare you about the Lululemon. Saks Fifth Avenue credit is going away. We're hoping to find out in July that they've replaced it with something better. Time will tell on that one. But any credits that you have, don't let the end of the month creep up on you.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of credits, you might not have seen it, but I put out a reel on Instagram talking about this whole Newegg Instacart thing that we figured out where you can link your pays and then you go to Newegg, you buy an Instacart gift card, then you go buy your Instacart stuff and you're getting 10x on your groceries. It also works with all of your co-branded card credits. So as long as you are choosing one of your co-branded cards as like your backup payment method, but you're making sure it takes your cart cash, which is what it calls it when you load in a gift card, you can still get your $20 on your Ink credit cards, which by the way, I'm obsessed with the Ink cards. We will put our Ink referral links in the show notes for you because we haven't talked about these in a while, and maybe we'll do a full episode on them. But
they should definitely be everybody's first business card.
Yes.
A zero annual fee
Zero
business
annual
card.
fee.
You earn Chase miles. It's a slam dunk to be your first business card if you don't already have some business cards.
Yeah, and the fact that both of these cards give me $20 credits at Instacart every single month, and there's no annual fee on this card is like stupid to my brain. I'm like, how did they even get away with this? But anyways, those links are down there. Maybe we'll do a deep dive next mini and talk about these cards for you guys. But I just wanted you to know that you can cross over those two worlds of getting this fantastic multiplier and also not losing out on your amazing credits. And I could totally see a universe where it was one or the other. So
Right.
I'm pretty pumped about this.
Yeah, I love that. I've definitely done that too. There was a little bit of panic for a brief moment. The Instacart gift cards were gone from Newegg, and we're
Yep.
all, buying them rapidly at this point, because if you're in the Chase world and you have the big multiplier with Newegg, then you're buying them. But they came back.
Yep.
So we've learned, sometimes things sell out temporarily maybe, but I think they'll come back. So don't panic next time if you don't see the Instacart gift cards. Give it some time. Maybe they'll come back. Kind of like in that same vein, there was a brief panic with Amex card holders because one of the transfer partners, Qantas, just
Yep.
up and disappeared for the
gone.
site. But now it's back. It's back. So we don't really know what that glitch was about. But I have booked American Airlines flights on Qantas,
Mhm.
domestic AA flights. That's another way to book AA flights. If you have American Express membership rewards, they don't transfer to Alaska. They don't transfer to American Airlines, but Qantas is a nice little loophole for that. So we all panicked when that disappeared. I guess maybe the moral of the story is don't panic.
Don't
Maybe
panic.
things in life, don't panic. It's going to be okay. Something will work itself out.
Yeah, the other day when I tried to check out on Newegg, the option to pay with Pays was completely gone. And I was like, what happened? But then it was back the next day. I
Oh, yeah.
went to a
I was in a
browser.
dressing room. I was literally like mid trying on clothes, and Joanna's like, please go to Newegg right now. Screenshot.
I
Can you
didn't
check
know
out with
you were
Paige?
in a
I'm like
dressing
half
room.
naked in the dressing room
Yeah.
trying to screenshot for Joanna that Paige is still there. Oh, yeah.
You didn't even tell me that. It was just like, I need help. I need help. Is it gone
Now.
forever? Yeah. It's kind of fun to see like a stacked Instacart account. Like it's just ready for me to buy groceries. I actually feel like there is something to budgeting this way. Like I've set my amount, $200 a week for groceries or
Yeah.
whatever. Honestly, that's not a reasonable amount for groceries. For my family, we're people like expensive food. But I think there is something to buying the gift card, loading it, knowing that this is your set amount for your budget, not going outside of that. Like I think it can keep you on track, earn a buttload of points, and also allow you to maximize your credits. And you're not doing any impulse shopping because you're in the store, as my friend over here experienced recently.
Yes, I did. Went to buy a gift card, came back with outfits for the whole family. So I cannot be let loose inside a store. I've learned it's just not realistic. This is why it's good that I don't shop in person anymore.
Know thyself. Know thyself. All right, guys. Well, I think that is enough for this week's Midweek Mini. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you check out the show notes for anything we talked about today and more. If you haven't left a rating and a review for this show, it would mean the world to us if you would do that, especially on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. Those are the best places. That really helps the algorithm push us out to more people. And we'll see you here on Monday.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us for today's episode. We hope you learned something new and feel inspired to plan your next trip.
Remember, we're travelers sharing our experiences, not financial advisors, so always do your own research and make informed decisions.
If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow so you never miss a Points and Miles tip.
We'll see you next time on Wonderland on Points.